our next President of the United States of America.
When you guys get wet back there, we're going to make a little trail. Can we somehow open that little fence and let people get up on that stage because it's dry under here? All right? Come on, guys. Come on. We're going to have you guys back there in the rain. Come up on the stage. We brought some weather for you. All right? It's been dry here in Florida, so we're trying to help out. Look at this. This is a lot better looking than I am anyway. Look at that. Look at this. Oh, yes. The smart ones are sitting down. What a beautiful backdrop. Come on in, we can fit a few more of you. Those of you, look at the guys with the wet shirts up there. Oh, boy. You know, my wife, I wish you were here today. Ann is campaigning in Texas, Louisiana. She has said someday, who knows, we might move to Florida. You never know. Someday, we get a chance during the primaries to be able to go all over the country and see a lot of places. And she said, you know what? If we're going to move one place, I love Jacksonville, Florida. So I want to thank the Lieutenant Governor and the Republican Chair and your Senator.
This president, by his own measure, has failed. He said he keep unemployment below 8% in the nation. It has not been below 8% since, even though he borrowed almost $1 trillion. And then, of course, he went on to say that he could measure progress by whether people could pay their mortgage. Yeah, we've had the highest level of mortgage foreclosures in history. And then, of course, he went on to say that he measures progress by whether incomes are going up or incomes are going down. In the last 4 years, incomes have gone down by 10%, the median income in America has. He said something else, which I found very interesting. Just before the election, he came to Jacksonville. And, actually, got a tape here, so I can't read it. There we go. He said this. He said, right here, election eve in Jacksonville, he said, I'm going to go through the federal budget line by line, ending programs that we don't need, and making the ones we do need work better and cost less. Has he honored that promise? No, he sure has not. As a matter of fact, went through the budget and said, you know what, we found 34 different programs that are totally ineffective, duplicative, unnecessary, and so far only one of them has been eliminated. 34 programs, 33 of which still stay there. Wow. The president, instead of cutting back on spending, has grown spending. Instead of getting America to a balanced budget, oh yes, that was the other promise. Remember, he was going to cut that huge deficit. He called the $400 and some odd billion annual deficit of George W. Bush. He said that was unpatriotic. He said it was inexcusable and unpatriotic. He said if he was president by his 4th year, he would cut that in half. It's now his 4th year. It's not cut in half. As a matter of fact, he's doubled, more than doubled what we saw under President Bush. That kind of leadership is not leadership at all. We need a real leader to go to Washington and finally tame this country from the people who preceded me about how big the national debt is. And once upon a time, you could see that clock. So it's about 15.6 or 0.7 trillion dollars. Now, you take those unfunded promises and also the debt, add them together, and divide it by the number of households in America, and guess how much debt and liability each household has. $520,000. And by the way, people in my generation won't be paying it off. Oh no. Every year President Obama is in office, it gets bigger and bigger and bigger. And so that obligation is being passed on to your kids and grandkids. It's going to crush the American dream if we don't take a different course and finally have a president that will get us on track to have a balanced budget, and I will. We can take a different direction by finally getting a balanced budget, by having government regulators see themselves not just as catching the bad guys, important as that is, but also encouraging the good guys, helping small business. I see small businesses day after day, and we all say we want a strong economy. Even old school liberals, they want a strong economy. They just don't like business. But you see, the economy is nothing but the addition of all the businesses of America. So to have a strong economy, You got to have strong businesses, small, medium, and large. I want to make this the most attractive place in the world for small business. This isn't rocket science, it's just leadership. It's the federal job training programs we have. 49 federal job training programs. They report to 8 different federal agencies. Think of all the bureaucrats, all the overhead. You know what I want to do? I want to take all that money and give every state back their fair share and say, maybe the president and his friends are locked in this old school view that we're somehow almost out of energy. You hear him say we only have 2% of the world's oil reserves and we use 20% of the world's oil. But what he doesn't talk about is all the oil we know is offshore, all the oil that's available to us even onshore in Anwar and other places. What he also doesn't talk about is all the natural gas we have. Promote manufacturing. Manufacturers are going to want to be here because of the knowledge of our people and because of tax and regulatory policies which encourage enterprise and because of cheap energy. This is where we can go. This is the kind of America I want to give my kids and my grandkids. I love this country. Its future is bright as long as we have a leader who understands how to make it happen. I want to underscore something that your Lieutenant Governor just mentioned, and that is our commitment to military. This is a critical time in the world. I happen to believe that America's strength is the best ally peace has ever known. And that if we want peace in the world, and we want the world's worst actors not to be adventurous and do dangerous things that would harm us and harm our friends, that America must have a military so strong no one would ever think of testing it. There are a lot of reasons that this nation is the powerhouse it is. One of them is that we're united people. We care for one another. We sacrifice for one another. We sacrifice for the country we love so dearly. It's an amazing land. This is the America I believe in. This is why I'm so convinced that if we draw on the good spirit of the American people, their patriotism, their innovative skills, their productivity, that we will not only overcome the challenges we have, but will open up an economic revival that will surprise the world and care for our kids with a future that's brighter than our past. That's where we're headed. That's where I want to take us. This is a great land with a great people, unrivaled in the world. We're going to get back to that kind of promise of tomorrow. And I can tell you this, I will not divide the American people. I will commit to you that I will do everything in my power to remember and to communicate to the people of this great land that we are one nation under God.
Thank you. How are you? Good to see you guys. Thanks, guys. Thank you. Thank you so much. Hi, guys. How are you? Congratulations, man. Good to see you again. How are you? Appreciate you being here. Thank you. Hi there. How are you?
She knows the answer. Tell us what they do now. What do they do? Yeah. Oh, that's a check. I can't hear it. Now look at that.